Hello and welcome to A Study in Chaos. My name is Kat. I publish under the pen name Kat Leo, and I do things on the internet under Kat's Chaos Cafe. And I didn't post any episodes last week let's talk about my health. So in um May of 22, I was diagnosed because it came to a head of a lot of things happening at once, and I was forced to go to the doctor by my mom. She was actually concerned about my lungs, but my lungs are fine. She was concerned about my lungs because I was having like a really bad panic attack, and she had never witnessed a panic attack of mine before, apparently, even though I'd been having them for a while. Um, and she witnessed it actually like virtually because I was messaging her to calm down. Well, I went to the doctor, and I had also lost my job, and I had graduated college at the same time. I found out that I had a chronic illness. I was diagnosed with ulcerative pancreatitis. Like, my friends were like, "You lived a medical drama." Because, like, I went to the regular doctor on Monday. By the following week, Friday, I was getting a colonoscopy and an endoscopy. Um, but I have ulcerative pancreatitis and mild gastritis. So my colon and my stomach acid are both two factors in this. And some, thankfully, okay. So I was diagnosed with these things. And thanks to medication, my ulcerative colitis is mostly under control. It took a few years. It wasn't until September of 24 that I actually had true relief. And I'm still on the medication. I started then. I'm currently taking Stellara. It starts with an infusion, so I had an infusion at the end of September 24, and then I do every 8 weeks an injection currently. And so far, it is the only thing. Humira didn't work. My body fought Humira so hard. It didn't like the Lialda. So Lialda was my first medication with some other pills. And then I had to go up to biologic stages, which is like Humira, immunosuppressants essentially. And the Humira didn't work because my body was fighting it. I had twice as many antibodies as I did medication in my body, so which definitely means the Humira was doing nothing. Um, it was trying, but my body said no. So I started Stellara. Also, to be on this medication, I have to get regular, um, minimum yearly blood work, because it's an immune suppressant. So I am at higher risk for certain illnesses and infections. So, like, as soon as something happens that, like, could potentially be an infection or cause an infection, I do have to contact a doctor, like, as soon as possible to get in. So, but every once in a while, my gastritis acts up. I was taking famotidine, which is basically prescription uh Pepsid. It just doesn't have like the Tumsy part to it. It's a little pill. Yeah, I was supposed to take it morning and night. Most people take it either morning or night. I had to was prescribed it morning and night. There's a difference there. So I had to take it twice a day. And honestly, I'll be honest, I don't I didn't take it regularly because I didn't need it most of the time. Just occasionally I would need it more. But when I would need it, I'd have to like take it for consistently for a while. Well, for like the last month or so, or just under a month, um, my acid reflux has been acting up. And the famotidine, taking it morning and night, was doing nothing. It was not helping really at all. Um, Somebody had suggested maybe some gas relief because I had some side pressure, and occasional pain that could have been like gas, considering I have ulcerative colitis and the gastritis. So I got some gas relief. It did help a little bit. Um, and then also like Pepsid Complete, which is like the famotidine but like with other stuff in it, with like a Tums component added to it. I It finally came to a head last week where I had taken all of these medicines that were supposed to help, and they did nothing. absolutely nothing. I ended up drinking a little bit of pickle juice. This is such a weird thing that does help sometimes. It depends on who you are, it depends on how your body works. But pickle juice did actually help a little bit. It's the only thing that lessened the stomach acid a little bit. But I was just sitting here at my desk and I could just, sitting up straight, mind you, and I could just feel the stomach acid rise and then go back down. My throat is sore because of the stomach acid coming up. Y'all, that's not fun. It burns like an SOB. Okay. So, um, I finally, I had seen my regular doctor at the beginning of the month because of the side pain. I had concerns. I was like, I don't know what it could be. It could be my gastritis or my ulcerative colitis acting up. That is possible. But also, last year I had a kidney stone, and there's a lot of organs there. So I'm like, it could be nothing, or it could be something. So I went to the doctor. I ended up getting an x-ray just to be safe, just to rule out a kidney stone. Did a urine test, stuff like that. I haven't done blood work for my regular doctor yet, just because I'm doing that this week at some point. And so it's definitely not, it was not a kidney stone. But it came to a head this last week where I'm just sitting here miserable with stomach acid just rising up. And it was affecting my sleep, y'all. I have not gotten like good sleep probably this entire month, in all honesty. It's just, I really noticed it this last week because it got so bad with the stomach acid. Even with like propping myself up to sleep and stuff with pillows and stuffed animals because I sleep on a bed of stuffed animals. Anyway, so I was like, I'm gonna message my GI, and I was like, no. I was like halfway through typing the message. I was like, no, I'm actually gonna call because it can take up to 72 hours for them to respond on the my chart thing. But I was like, you know what? It'll be faster if I actually just call. Most of the time when I message them on the my chart thing, they get back to me the same day anyway. But I wanted to call so that they could ask me questions and stuff like that. And it'd be like an immediate response thing. So I called the main office and they were like, "Yeah, we're definitely going to call. Like we're going to send this over to your acting GI." So we did that. And she put in a script for hold on. Omeprazole, which is basically Prilosec. Um it's a acid reducer. It helps to reduce the amount of acid your body produces. And it has helped. It has definitely helped. Um, you have to take it like a couple days before it'll like truly help. My mom had some over the counter. It's basically the same grade as the over the counter is in the prescription. And my prescription wasn't going to be ready until like Friday afternoon. And my mom was going to pick it up. So I needed, so I took one of the ones she had Thursday when I was told I was going to start taking it. And then I took it again Friday morning because I wouldn't get the script until that night. Because you're supposed to I'm supposed to take it before breakfast. It is Monday. It's Memorial Day here in the U.S. and it definitely has helped. I the famotidine definitely was not working as it should have. So yay. So I was able to actually get sleep. But then yesterday, because I've been kind of like waking up in the middle of the night because of the stomach acid, like acid reflux, I hadn't been getting enough sleep. Um, so I woke up yesterday with a headache bordering on a migraine, and I think it was a migraine. I was really sensitive to like light and noise. Um, like I couldn't really open my one eye all the way just because it was so sensitive uh to the light. So I ended up calling into work yesterday. I try not to call into work. But I'm like I can't stand at a register under the bright fluorescent lights next to a giant window where the sun will come through and look at a register screen, which the register screen is a computer screen, which means it's light. I'm like, I would not make it. Like, I'm pretty sure I would just, like, curl up in a ball at that point. Um, So yesterday, I basically spent the entire day asleep because it was like I woke up. I was supposed to be at work at 9. My manager got in at like 9:50 or 8:50. So I called in. Um, and then by like 9:11, I was curled up back in my bed. I had managed to get Scooby Doo turned on at a low volume just to have some background noise, like, and not at a pitch that like would hurt. Like it was low enough it didn't hurt me, but it was loud enough it gave me some noise. Just because I do sleep better with noise sometimes. Um, and I just curled up and I woke up at like 1:15. I curled up at like 9:11 and then I woke up at 1:15. Then I got up, made my head still did hurt. Um, and I made a French toast bagel, which is basically a bagel with cinnamon in it. It's delicious. And I made an egg and I had a little breakfast bagel sandwich yesterday. And then I laid down again. Um, so I'm pretty sure I was asleep more than I was awake yesterday. I did also take some stuff for my head. Um, and I do honestly still have a slight low grade headache now, which I'm going to take something for because life is too short for me to deal with a headache that will probably turn into a migraine if I don't. But I caught up on sleep yesterday, and uh, because it was late when I was actually conscious and not in pain late last night, I started doing some drawing, which I haven't done in a while because I have some art ideas. So I started a sketch, which I'll probably post to my Substack probably or oh my website because I catschaoscafe.com. It's cat with a K, Chaos Cafe, both have the C. Um, it's hosted through Fourth Wall, and I have like memberships that people can use. Most of the time, I post everything under free anywhere. But yeah, so I finally got some fucking sleep, y'all. That's that's what this whole podcast episode's about. I got some sleep. That's why I didn't post last week at all. It's just the slow build up of my stomach. Like, I don't recommend. So, what chaos have you committed lately? And I hope your health is better than mine was. Like, it's not bad health right now, it's just inconvenient and can lead to other issues. So, have a great day.